we are going to be the first podcast to figure out how to record a whole episode in the Metaverse. But let's talk more about this Metaverse, right? Moose sent me this. I saw it a little bit and I was like, but he sent me and he was like, no, we got to talk about it. So they're making gloves so it could let you feel what is exactly happening in the Metaverse, right? So for our audio listeners, what we have on the screen is what their so-called trial versions of the glove looks like, and somebody actually, messing around with a whole bunch of wires. It's really weird. But I just still feel that the pandemic kind of like groomed you to be inside, and now the Metaverse is here. I'm not even going to say is coming. Right. Is going to, I think, come more to public probably in a few more years, but it's here, and it is it's going to make everybody stay more inside. It's just going to make everybody, if I can feel what is happening.
Facts.
I know for sure, Meta, if you want to send me and Moose a free one, so we could possibly do the podcast in the Quest, in the Oculus. That'd be dope. Do the whole podcast in our little avatars. But
imagine that.
See,
that's dope.
And we can have a live audience.
We'll be the first podcast ever to enter the Metaverse.
Let's make that happen.
Yo, that'll be really dope.
So I'm getting an Oculus Quest or whatever the thing's called. I'm getting it for Black Friday. That is
it wasn't that expensive. Oh my God, it's crazy. And I know this, everyone goes through this, but when we spoke about it, the ad for it popped up.
Of course.
On my phone, literally minutes later. So not surprised. But that's how I found out it wasn't that expensive.
Meta's listening.
Crazy.
Oh yeah. I remember when they first came out, you needed a dedicated computer to go with it. I remember that. But now you don't necessarily need that. So I'm gonna get it. And if I have to purchase one for you so we could do podcasting in the Metaverse, that'd be fire. That'd be
set your own.
And we could do it in
set your own trends.
We could do it in Paris. You know what I mean?
I'm with that.
You know what I mean?
Imagine in the craziest places, on top of the Eiffel Tower.
Facts.
Yo, that's fire. No, but that's real though. That really does open up a whole possibility of creativity. That's fire.
I'll be saying the what's popping.
This wasn't planned, y'all.
Listen,
this really wasn't planned. Yeah,
you heard it first. We are going to be the first podcast to figure out how to record a whole episode in the Metaverse. The first one. And somebody's going to hear this and they're probably going to try to grab it. I don't care. You're not going to do it as good as we do it. It's already in my mind. We're going to figure it out. We're going to have the glasses. You're going to have a whole podcast episode. And the crazy thing is, we'll probably put it behind a paywall. To get the experience. Yep. Oh yeah.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
And we don't do much of that, so I think it's only right. We don't do much of it. So
it's gonna be so dope. But I'm just like we talked about in the last episode. I'm just so excited about what is to come. Even though it's a bit weird, I will say that to feel if I high five you, I'll actually feel that. I'll never, me personally, will never want to go outside. I already don't go outside as it is, right? I'm just starting to go back outside here and there when it comes to travel. But if you're saying, hey, no, you don't need to go into the window seat no more to come see me. Let's set up our studio right here. Boom. 7 p.m. You just put your little goggles on real quick. Boom.
Crazy.
And we could play fight real quick, whoop-de-woo. And
yo, that's wild.
I think what is to come is something to really look forward to. I know we spoke about NFTs. I've started getting into it. I bought my first one. Well, not my first one, my second one today, try to buy one earlier this week, and that craze, even though to the public has probably died out a little bit because not all the celebrities are jumping on like they were, but from a community standpoint, from a business model, it makes so much sense. So listen to how this happened, right? So I was looking to try to get a Meta Thug, right? Something that Chris Brown actually advertised, and I was following for a little bit. They had like 50,000 members in their Discord or something, right? Wow. Now, it sold out in 14 minutes, and it's supposed to unlock like different events and things like that once you have that particular NFT. The thing is that they said in that same night, yo, everybody who's trying to sell it for 2 Ethereum, right? For those people who don't know how much that is in USD, that's like $4,000 is 1 Ethereum. So that's like over $8,000. They said, don't sell it for anything less. Sell it for 2 Ethereum. So that already puts the demand super high. And then they said something about, yo, we're about to sweep everything that's on the floor and make the demand even higher. So the community really can build up the hype of these particular NFTs, in which you can make a lot of money off of. I thought that was genius to not allow the public to really control what the price is, but allow the community and they get paid as well. I think that was amazing what they're doing in these different communities. I'm going in their different Discords and just kind of paying attention to the chats and things like that. So, not even on trying to do it myself, just trying to just understand the language, understand the world. And it's like, oh, they move as a unit.
Yeah.
That
it's so dope.
Takes community to a whole new level.
Yeah, no, it's so dope. I mean, and we talked about it, ironically enough, just before we started recording. Like, I'm starting to kind of look at it and see like what's the meaning behind it, because I know everyone, and I think this is important, right? And hopefully this will fall in line with what we're talking about today. But I think it's important for anyone. Last week we ended the episode talking about don't reject things that are new, right? Because you can kind of miss out on things. It's no longer an excuse for us to not be exposed to new information. So, but I think everyone should spend some time just getting to the fundamentals of what some of these new trends are. Like, what is Metaverse? What is Bitcoin? What is blockchain? What is NFTs? Like, just figure out the basics. So I kind of did a little bit of that myself, and I started understanding like, what's DeFi? What's DOA? Right? Or DAO, right? Now, like, and I'm starting to understand all these things, and I'm like, understanding the basics of why these things are important, it helps you, or what they're trying to do, it helps you make sense of why people are raving about some of these concepts instead of being quick to reject them. So you're right. This whole concept of NFTs, I think, is going to continue to take off more and more because it's putting the power back in the community hands, or the hands of the community, as opposed to the hands of corporate. That's literally like some of their slogans. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. And as far as like Meta continue to to kind of enhance things and put things out and like really tease people with it, I think it makes sense, right? Like, we're not going to see it show up in front of our eyes over time, because us as users, we have to kind of get acclimated to it, right? Like, start getting into it and start seeing some things that we enjoy and maybe recommending it to our friends and things like that. So yeah, it's but this is just further proof that it's here. Like, and like you said, it's not coming, it's pretty much here. Like, if stuff like this is already out.
Yeah, Nike did a whole Nike Land in Roblox.
Seen that, yeah.
Fire. And there's more to come. So yeah, people, as we learn more about the Metaverse, we will definitely make it a part of Nicky and Moose. If it is that serious, we may have to make it a whole separate segment of updates of the Metaverse, so we can all be in tune, regardless of what age we are. We all at least need to know that this is about to happen, because this isn't going anywhere. This isn't going anywhere.